Welcome to the Solitary Lark. This is my first episode. This is my first video, probably, shooting at night. It's dark. It's peaceful and quiet outside. If you're new to this podcast, I share my own personal experience. And I just share really authentically, and the first goal is that I show up, and hopefully you guys will relate to it. Hopefully you will find something of value within it. So I have had quite the last probably, I don't know, maybe 10 hours or so. I've spent today in a lot of reflection. I want to mention this book, The Language of Emotions by Carla McLaren. Oh my gosh, this book is seriously teaching me a lot. It's packed full of such value, which I feel like the amount of value that's in that book, about, it's educating about emotions and how to integrate our emotions into our lives and into our own beings. And I think like a lot of psychology books just don't cover that, the material that is within that book. It's a very holistic approach. Anyway, I am, just reflecting a lot. And I've made some videos about like emotional honesty and feeling your feelings, but today I really am like, what's the disconnection of my reality? What's the disconnection of my reality? Why am I feeling so, like, it's so difficult to like integrate? Like, it's like I'm doing it, but there's still this like disconnection, which I can sense. And what I realized is that, like, okay, as far as like 4 aspects of self, like physical aspects, spiritual, emotional, and intellectual, like my spiritual and intellectual aspects are very like hyperactive, and then I always thought I was in touch emotionally, but today I realized like, no, you're not. You're still not. Like, you're not quite where you thought you were. So I've really just been asking myself, like, what do you need? What do you need support with as far as like integrating the physical aspect of your life, like healing your relationship to the material physical realm, and also recognizing your emotions. I realized that for me, I for a long time I've definitely had a lot of emotions that I had to repress and just silence and shove back inside where they came from. And in doing that, it's like I feel like I generally recognize my emotions well, but I realized today that I recognize an emotion when it bubbles up very strongly, when it just kind of explodes a little bit. And then I can talk through it and work through it and understand it, honestly, for the most part. But I'm realizing today that emotions they can be very small. Emotions don't have to be like this huge, ginormous experience where you have to cry, or you have to like melt into the ground, or like you have to just throw like some type of anger fit, like even that, if that's just releasing it from your body. But emotions can be just very small moments in time, and the more that I am allowing myself to recognize those things today, the less like these emotions are building up. Like I encountered a specific interesting character this morning, and like just throughout the day I've had different like little experiences, and I'm recognizing, oh, like acknowledge how that made you feel. Acknowledge how you felt about that. Acknowledge what emotion that sparked in you. Yeah. And I'm recognizing that if I can do that, then they won't, like, the emotions won't build up so much because I'll be more present in my relationship to them. So, yeah, emotions. Largely throughout the world, like, we see that people repress. It's like we either repress or express our emotions. I feel like I've tried in my knowingness to educate. Like, I feel like I've tried to educate instead of to repress or to express them, like explode with them. But I'm recognizing where I'm falling short here, or just like where I have things to integrate and to learn and to practice. And I'm really grateful for that. You know, I'm hearing like little sounds. It's kind of like chilly. Being in the forest. I don't know. I'm at my house, but the backyard is like little forest, like the abyss. So the little creeper crawlies. I'm like, anyway, just wondering what kind of creatures are out here at night in the dark. What I was just reading about dissociation. I always would say disassociation, but dissociation. Okay, one thing that I recognized today is that like lately I've been just around a lot of people that kind of dissociate a lot, and it's hard for me because I'm like I want to connect, and I was just reading about how dissociative behaviors are contagious largely, and that's very true. And I recognized, after recognizing, like that I haven't been quite head on with my emotions. Like I've distracted myself from my emotions, or I've used things to like make them feel more bearable instead of like just sitting with the discomfort of them. And anyway, so I recognize that I've attracted like dissociated people into my life because I have been kind of like that. And so, oh wow, like now I'm just like, okay, now I have to shift a little bit, like from like, because I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy being like around people while they're dissociating. I like parallel play. Like we can like, do our own thing next to each other, and like sometimes that's cool. But like, especially if I don't see you a lot, like I want to connect with you. I want to talk to you. I want to, get to know you and like talk and conversate, philosophize, etc., etc. And yeah, I definitely resonate with the statement that dissociative behaviors are a bit contagious. It's just a big shift that I get to shift through right now, and it feels scary, it feels a little bit isolating, like, but I know, like, on the other side of this experience and this consciousness and this awareness is, like, more deeper relationships and more deeper friendships, and that's really exciting to me because I need that, I want that. But yeah, Yeah. Emotions. Largely, what I'm finding with this moment is that, an acceptance for discomfort, an acceptance for like difficulty, and also today I was like walking. I was taking a walk with my baby, and I was just like, I had this like emotion and this matter prominent on my mind, and I was just like trying to allow myself to just feel what I was feeling, and also to ask myself questions about it, and to ask my brain to think about it in a different way, to like ask, yeah, to ask to ask the right questions that would allow me to see things in a different light, or in a different, just like to reroute the wirings of my brain, and just like going deeper and recognizing that the more that I'm able to look at it and to feel it and to accept it. Sorry, I'm getting the creepers. I'm really getting the creepers. I'm gonna end this video, but yeah. Bugs. Yeah, anyway. They're not really, like, emotions aren't really as terrible as we might sometimes feel. Or, like, the way we fear that they would be, like, we can get through them. I'm getting really scared. Okay, I'm gonna go inside now. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope it offered some value to you. And yeah, I encourage you to just, sit deeper with your emotions. Recognize like how you try to distract yourself, or like reroute yourself from looking at and feeling the feelings. Like, do you use social media to distract yourself? Do you use substances? Do you try to watch TV or do something to distract yourself from feeling? And if you do, just try to make room for the silence and the discomfort and the conversations with yourself. And yeah, hope this helps. Blessings, and I'll talk to you next time.